Welcome back to Up North at 4. Agnes, I don't know about you, but for holiday gift buying, I always wait to the last minute.
I actually am quite the opposite. I do it weeks ahead, and I'm done with it.
Well, either way, if you're buying late or early, you got to be very cautious when it comes to buying things because scammers, unfortunately, this is a ripe season for them. We're going to talk to an expert about that, Michelle Reinen from the Wisconsin Department of Agriculture, Trade, and Consumer Protection. Michelle, welcome to the show. And can you tell us what is DATCP?
Sure. The Department of Agriculture, Trade, and Consumer Protection is also known as DATCP, and we're here to help protect consumers and farmers and businesses from unfair, deceptive business trade practices. And some of that involves the scams, especially at the holiday season.
Okay, and so I guess like kind of some tips, to give to our viewers and to holiday shoppers. What, it could be, obviously a common time for scams. What are some tips to kind of stay scam free throughout the holiday season?
Yeah, so one thing we really want consumers to be aware of as we enter the bulk of the holiday shopping season is to just do your research to avoid some of the scams. And what I mean by that is whether you're shopping online or heading to an actual retail physical location is take a look at the different sales promotions that are going on and the prices related to them, and be sure you fully understand the details of that promotion. There might be limitations as to the days or the quantities that you may purchase. Maybe there's a limitation as it relates to the pricing promotion on the hours you can purchase that product for. It might be a particular model or color, or again, you might need to buy a certain quantity in order to get that sales price, whereas a competitor might be offering something different. So understanding those details behind the promotion will help you make the best shopping decision for you and your family. And then we also want to be sure that consumers are taking the time to understand any policies related to returns and exchanges, because whatever the retailer promotes as being the return or exchange policy is what they need to honor. But that might not match your needs. Maybe you can't return electronics, or you only have 14 days to do so. And your holiday season could be celebrated 3 weeks after Christmas, because that's when the family can get together. So you need to be sure that things are going to properly align with your customs and your timing.
Yeah, if it's too good to be true, it generally is too good to be true, Michelle. Let's talk about online shopping in general. What are some, common scams with that, and how can people avoid being scammed online?
Yeah, again, the first thing to do with online shopping is start at the beginning. And what I want you to do there is make sure that your system is completely set up. Be sure that you are ready to go online and you've updated your operating system, and that you are going to connect to a secure Wi-Fi so your information doesn't end up where you don't want it to go. The next thing you can consider is the platform you're shopping at. So new legislation went in place at the federal level this year, and it's called the Informed Consumers Act. And this is really a piece to help benefit consumers in knowing where they are shopping. If they're using platforms that allow third-party vendors to sell their goods through them, you should be able to fully understand who you are purchasing from by having information disclosed to you. The name of the retailer, their address, their phone number, even though it could be different than the ultimate platform name, because you're buying from that third party. And you should have an opportunity to report suspicious activity. And this is to prevent counterfeit goods from being sold to you, to be sure that information is represented properly. And so that's your first really takeaway with online shopping. Go to a good source to get the packages you want. And then you also want to be sure that you are avoiding fake websites. This is where those too good to be true deals are really going to show up. The hottest holiday item that no one can get is available at this one website. Well, take a close look. Is it a legitimate vendor that you're going to be able to actually get a product from when no one else has it? Be sure that there isn't some typo or misrepresentation there, and take confidence in using a credit card so you have a little bit of steps that you can take to reverse that transaction if it turns out to be a scam.
Again, Michelle Reinen with the Wisconsin Department of Trade, Agriculture, and Consumer Protection. Michelle, thanks so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
We'll be right back after the break.